Good morning. I'm Vedaste Cyizere, a senior operation manager here at Spokes of Hope Worldwide. I'm going to share with you some of the knowledge about management. Most of people enjoy being called managers, but we don't really know what is management, what is required to be called a manager. So according to boundaries.com, management is the act of being engaged or engaging with organization, human talents, and its resource to accomplish desired goal and objective, the objective of the company. So actually there are five functions through which management operates. So they are like functions that each manager has to accomplish as a manager. So those are planning, organizing, staffing function, leading and controlling. So starting from planning, it's a function that that is all about taking decision on what to be done at a certain time and generating action plan to accomplish that task. So example for this function, I can say a manager has to make a business plan or set goals that the organization has to accomplish, and then all employees has to take care of them. So the second function is organizing. So this function is all about increasing relationship between workers or employees and making use of resource to help organization meet its target. So this like after making goals of the company, also the manager has to organize how tasks have to be done in order to accomplish those goals of the company. So example of tasks that is related to this function of organizing, it's like dividing tasks and coordinating to coordinate events of the organization. So the first function is staffing, which is all about analyzing job to be done, recruiting new employees if it's needed. Maybe if he sees that there are some tasks that are not being accomplished, and then he can hire other employees. And it's also related to providing training to those new employees. So the example of task related to this function, I can say coordinating recruitment process because it's a long process, dealing with applicants, preparing the exam, things like those, and even preparing training for new employees or even current employees when there is another skill that is needed. So the fourth function is leading, which is like a process of determining tasks to be done and even delegating people to do it. So a good manager is someone who has to take responsibility and say this task has to be done and then delegate people to work on it. So the last function of a manager is controlling. So it's like making an assessment or evaluation to see like if the company or the company made like outcome. So if all of the goals are achieved or have been achieved. So if he or she see that all of the goals are not achieved, he has to reschedule those goals so that they can be worked again. So apart from management function, there are also three management styles. So when we say management styles are like techniques that managers use in handling situations and working with employees. This is retrieved from the HR zone, and like those management style are directing, discussing, and delegating. So the first management style, the directing, this style involve manager to give direction to the employees, tell them what to do, how to do it, and then when to do it. So actually, manager cannot use all of the management style at the same time. That's why he has to choose one which is good for him. So as strength for this management style of directing, employees always get direction to follow while working on their task. So as weakness, there is a high chance of making errors because as employees get directions, uh, everyone interprets those direction as he wants. So some of employees can make some errors. Another weakness is the lack of chance to ask for support or clarification. If the boss provides directions and then he go, there can be a chance of not finding how to ask for clarification. So as a scenario on this management style, maybe a boss can say, Moses, come here, and then he gives you a task, say, to go and make a budget for the next month. Remember to include food, accommodation, transportation, and things like this. And then because Moses finds the election, he go and apply all that the manager said. So the next management style is delegating. So here, the manager assigns tasks to employees to work independently, and then maybe the manager can say, go and work on this, go and work on the next month budget, and then you have to give it to me by Friday. Do your best to complete it. So here, like the strength for this management style is that uh, the employee take responsibilities. Also, the boss is helping the employee to improve leadership skills. So as weakness is that sometimes there is a difficulty in meeting deadlines because some of the employees cannot take that serious, and then when the deadline comes, the employees say, "Oh, I have something to do," and then this results into providing even low quality work. So the last management style is discussing, which is the interaction between employees and managers in order to find the best solution for the issue, or maybe is a task to be done, and then all the manager and the employees sit together and work on it. So this is a very good management style because each and every employee take part in taking decision about something. So most of the employees enjoy this management style because they find the opportunity to share their idea on what can be done, and this is like a strength for this management style. So as weakness, it takes much time to take decision. So because each employee has to provide his idea, it takes a long time to go around each, so that every employee can say mine is a good idea, disagreement and things like those, and then it too take too much time. So another weakness for this management style is that there is conflict between employees. So maybe because there will be like reward or is a kind of competition, each employee wants that his idea succeed, and then there is that into conflict between employees where they say my ideas was rejected, was undermined, and then it can cause like conflict. So thank you very much for this for your much attention, and then let's meet next time dealing with another topic.